All right, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Talkative Sports Podcast. Um, we had a classic in the FA Cup that took place before, um, since the last time we spoke, rather. But before we get started, just a bit of housekeeping. I just want to let you guys know, to our listeners, our viewers. Number one, we appreciate you as always. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. But the real news is, there will be an international break next week. So, what we always say, when they on break, we on break. So there will not be an episode next week. Don't worry if you didn't catch that just now. If you're listening to us while you're doing something, I'll be saying it again at the end of the episode. So, with that being said, how you guys doing, fellas?
Good.
Wow, so silent. Are you sure?
Good.
Are you sure? Shags, what about you?
No complaints, man. Just living life day by day.
I see there's no energy. There's no energy. What's up? Are you sure?
I don't know. I have a certain scenario that happened early on my mind still, and it's like sometimes
uh,
it's not worth putting your energy into some conversations, but it's like if you don't respond to it, it's gonna continue, But so it's a little draining here and there, but you know me, I love to keep these conversations to be had on the podcast because that's what really matters.
to our listeners and viewers, what he's references is, of course, when we're not on air, we do have a group chat that we're all in, and let's just say things get pretty spicy in that group chat. Things get pretty spicy,
Oh boy.
pretty spicy. And so today was another one of those episodes, and let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really too involved. I was in the beginning just to explain my role,
But he was the
and then
catalyst.
don't do that. Don't do that.
You encouraged it, Marcus. You encouraged it, Marcus. You encouraged the nonsense, and then you dipped. And then you came back just 5 minutes ago. You said, "Yeah, I'm not reading all that." Just absolve
listen,
yourself of
listen,
responsibility.
listen. I'm not reading through 100 messages, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Y'all can give me the spark notes. I'm not sure if they're still in business at this day, but when I was going through high school, spark notes saved my life. But y'all can give me the spark notes version for all that matters. But yeah, that's enough of that. Let's start ball. Let's talk ball. Let's talk ball. So as I started off, there was an FA Cup classic
There
between
was.
Liverpool and Manchester United. Now,
Classic is
honestly,
a statement.
with the way,
Done it classic.
to be honest, you're not lying. You're not lying. Now, with the way Manchester United has looked this season, you would think they are the last team to
Pull that one.
produce, to be honest, to produce what they produced against Liverpool on Sunday. Now, it was a phenomenal game
They
for
are
the
the
neutral.
rivals, so
Yeah, well, you got that right. It was a phenomenal game for the neutral. Phenomenal
sorry,
game.
Everton.
So, as you can imagine, it was 120 minutes of football played, and it was down to literally the last kick. Um, Ten Hag and Manchester United threw everything in the kitchen sink at Liverpool. Just to tell you how tough it was, Liverpool actually went up twice in this game. Man, you had to not only to tie up the game twice, they had to go out and get the dub because I don't know how they were going to look on penalties with all the substitutions that Ten Hag made going into extra time. Granted, they were necessary substitutions because people ran out their legs. I mean, just to tell you, Anthony was playing at left back. You knew it was tough. You knew it was tough. You knew it was tough.
They
But
wouldn't respond to position after all because he scored left back. I can't even say it.
that's crazy. You're just rude. You're just rude. No, but no. All jokes aside,
I'm sorry.
what else can you say about that game? I honestly, me coming away from it, I tried to look at it from the Liverpool side. I tried to look at it from the Man U side, and honestly, I went home happy both ways as part of both teams. If I was a fan of both teams, I'm just thinking I went home happy both ways. On Liverpool side, there's nothing you could say. I understand the Nunez mistake and then the Curtis Jones mistake is what allowed the goal in second half of extra time that let Man U tie up the game, and then the Curtis Jones, was it Curtis Jones or Harvey Elliott? It was one of the two. One of the two. They made the second mistake that ultimately allowed Man U to take the dub home and move on to the semifinals. I mean, man, they've been playing well though.
No,
The youngest have been playing well.
absolutely. But like, I mean, young players still, they still have mistakes in them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Playing well.
So it was literally one mistake in the game where I honestly both teams played their hearts out. I gotta give it to them. Both teams really played their hearts out. And from Man U side, you know, this might be a catalyst for them. They may be able to pull some kind of result out. If see, here's the thing, right? You make your face that way, Zach, but here's what you have to understand. I think they could use this as momentum to push them towards fifth because as we can see,
Oh, I
Spurs and Aston Villa looking very shaky.
thought they were going to say,
No, 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 not top four. Spurs and Aston Villa looking very shaky. So one of them is probably going to fall out
Mhm.
of Europe entirely. Well, not fall out of Europe, but fall out the top five places entirely. I'm really hoping it's Aston Villa rather than Spurs because I have other bets going on with other friends, but that's besides the case. Um, but with that being said, right? If I say that they could use this momentum because due to the changes of Europe with the new format, if West Ham beats Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League or Arsenal beats Bayern,
okay, wait.
we get an extra. I say we, but
You really think that sounds going to be like,
I'm just saying those are the two routes. If West Ham beat Bayer Leverkusen or Arsenal beat Bayern, England gets an extra spot in the Champions League, so that fifth spot becomes a Champions League spot, from my understanding.
right? But
So,
West Ham would be the team to beat Leverkusen, though. Classic West Ham.
to be honest, to be honest,
Because the other one is not happening. So.
Yeah, the
eh,
Bayern have found their stride. Oddly,
we'll
um,
get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Hold
yeah,
on. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
yeah,
We'll get to that.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So what do you guys think? Could Man U turn this into something and get something out of the season? Because I really don't think they're gonna win the FA Cup. I mean they could. Anything could happen. But if you ask me to bet on it, I'm not betting on them winning the FA Cup. So assuming they don't win the FA Cup, not winning the league, I
Well,
think I think finishing in fifth with some cards falling their way, qualifying for Champions League, that kind of saves the season.
I would say no, but they
Dang.
finishing fifth is above by prediction for them. So by default, it has to be a yes for me. They
For
could.
me too.
Yes.
For me too. Shags, what says you?
well, as far as the FA Cup goes, they have a good chance of winning that. In fact, I would say they have the best chance of winning it out of the remaining teams because what they play Coventry next.
You right.
They got the easy draw. So yeah, on paper, there's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't be in that final, especially
Trap
seeing
game.
how they took it to Liverpool and knocked the favorites out. So
But
yeah, I think it was 2 episodes ago where we were talking about Ten Hag's future, and I think it was
Yep.
Zach that was saying how he's the winningest Man United coach of all time. The consensus was
Nah,
he needs to be
I have to go
gone
look
in
at
the
that.
summer.
Let me go look that up
But
again. You said the winningness?
mm-hmm.
but
it's, it's
he's
strange,
also only played like 160 games. So
but
I mean
he's
coached
still the most through their first like 50 to 60. Like even still, like with the games that he's played,
the quickest
he's
to
still
get to that amount
he's
of
only
wins.
behind the goat you know who Jose
Right.
Mourinho.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hold
He's,
on.
he's not bad at all.
So hold on. I am on Football 365, just for
Mm-hmm.
the listeners and viewers. They
Yep.
have a top, it looks like top 10. Yep, top 10. So starting on number 10, Dave Sexton, 40.3%. Number 9, Tommy Doherty, 46.9%. Ron Atkinson at number 8, 50% win rate. Matt Busby, 51.4%. Louis Van Gaal, 52.4%.
Thank God.
David Moyes at 5 at 52.9%.
Serious.
Good old Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at 54.2% at number 4. Now the top 3. At number 3, you got Jose Mourinho at 58.3%.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Alex Ferguson at 59.7%. And to my surprise, number 1, Eric Ten Hag, 60.8%.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Ten Hag,
They're not firing
his record is pretty good.
him. Can we just say that they're not firing him anytime soon? They're not firing him. I don't think so. But hey,
I mean, if they do fire him, with
it
looking
would
at
be wild.
now
What?
Well,
the
I
eye
mean,
test on the pitch is different.
I would say it should depend on what they actually end up doing. If they
Okay.
are not in the
Yeah.
Champions League next year, it's a failure. If they don't win the FA Cup, it's a failure. If that Coventry
Fair.
knocks them out, it's a
Fair
failure.
enough.
You know,
Okay, 100%.
they still have 6 points to make up. Let's assuming Spurs win their game in hand against Luton Town. That's 6 points they have to make up to finish top 4 or 5th. But it'll probably need to be 4 because Bayer Leverkusen is probably going to knock out West Ham. Bayern probably going to knock out Arsenal. So they need to win most of their games for the end of the season. And
I,
I think if they don't, like, this is Ten Hag playing to save his Man United career right now. So if he can
this,
continue to do what he did against Liverpool and the tactics, put in Maguire up front and Anthony at left back, like four
Okay,
episodes
listen.
ago. Look, 4 episodes ago, if you look at his subs, very effective. We were talking about how he's a better coach than Poach. Poach
true.
subs would have lost the game, literally, like they did.
Now, Coach,
There
Coach,
now, look at what Ten Hag has done.
Coach improved though. In the last game, his subs came on and scored for the
Well,
record.
that's the last game, but when it
No, right.
mattered,
No,
but look at Ten
absolutely.
Hag compared to Ten Hag when it matters against Liverpool. You know, Ten
Mhm.
Hag in his first season, he won the League Cup. Poach in his first
He
season
did.
did not. Now we have
Mm.
Ten Hag. He's the most winningest coach at Manchester United. Poach
Which is
has
my
one of the worst records of all time of a Chelsea coach. So it's like, who's the better coach there? It's clear. So, but still, Man United still need more. They want more. If I'm in charge, I want a fresh start. I want a winner. But if Ten Hag turns into a winner, then who am I to say, okay, you got to go? But it's like, now we'll see. We'll see.
I mean,
Will he win
well,
the FA Cup? Will he finish
my
top
question
4?
to you would be, I guess my question to you, Shex, would be like looking at Man U now, right? Like where they are right now. Even if, let's say, Ten Hag finished sixth and won nothing, can they really afford to let him go?
It depends on who their replacement is. They're not
That's what
replacing
I'm
him
saying.
with Thomas Frank.
I don't know who.
Whoever wrote that article needs to be locked up.
Yeah, we need to fire him right now. I don't
It's
understand.
like it's like it depends on who's available, you know? Like I think if I just bought the club
Hansi
and I
Flick,
invested in the club,
let's
I'm
see
going
Hansi Nagelsmann and Xavi.
Well, hold
Okay,
on,
Hansi
wait.
Flick.
Apparently there was a report out actually. I saw it today that there was a poll amongst the Man U players, and a good portion of them are actually have a big approval on the idea of Gareth Southgate becoming the club's new manager. It says here
Yes.
several
Here,
several
Please
Manchester United players.
drop the link
yeah.
in the chat so I can vet that source. Because first of all,
It was Mark Ogden. It was
how
Mark
did they
Ogden.
survey
It
who?
was Mark Ogden. Mark Ogden. He said,
He's
listen,
a
he
Man
said
United insider.
several Manchester United players are already on board with the idea of Gareth Southgate
Really.
becoming the club's new manager. If he's let's say he was a
Downgrade.
Manchester
How do
United
you
insider.
downgrade?
Let's say he was a Manchester United insider. Wouldn't that mean he's the first person who
He
would
can
know?
look.
No,
He can say whatever he. No, that means he can say whatever he wants. And because he's
Stop
an
it.
insider, all he needs is two
Stop
players. All
it.
he needs is ask. Hey, let's just say hypothetically they fire Ten Hag.
It
Would
just
you be
says
okay?
senior
Would you
writer
like Southgate
ESPN.
being coach? And he's probably asking the English players too. He's like, hey,
It just
would you like your England manager to be your club coach? He's like, yeah, of course. I have a good relation. No, that's no, no. And
he's
Southgate would
probably
have been a terrible downgrade. Now, if it's Hansi
he's
Flick,
asking the question in a kind of a setup way. He's probably saying, "What
yeah,
would you think if, say, Gareth Southgate was Manchester United coach?" Oh yeah, that'd be fine.
oh
yeah.
nah, bro.
Hey,
It's an actual thing. It's an actual thing. He says it's a decision for him to
drop
make.
the link.
That's
Drop
I
the
got
link.
you, bro. I got you. In fact, let me
Because
just
like
drop the
how
whole
are you
tweet with the
going
link.
around and like polling the players? Like what you ask
The
them to
tweet.
fill out a
Wait. It's
survey.
not. I'm dropping. I'm not. I've moved on from that. What I'm dropping you is the report he put out on Southgate, saying that Southgate has a decision to make, either you know staying on to win the World Cup or the chance to
Man, you,
manage Manchester
oh,
United.
go Man
So
U, Southgate. You're not winning no World Cup with England.
let me
You
Mm,
know
put that
that.
in there for you.
I don't even think it should be up to Southgate. I think he should have been let go. So yeah, but also Man United will be fooled
The fact that
if they
Gareth
sack him
Southgate
for
still
Southgate.
has the pick, the fact that Gareth Southgate still has the pick of job in England,
It's
man,
crazy.
just shows you the mentality in England. Like
It's
they
crazy,
really
man.
stoop that low. They
All right.
really
So
where else.
before we wrap on last thing before we wrap on Manu. So just to hear from you, Shakes. Unless Eric Ten Hag qualifies for Champions League, or is it finishes top four?
Yeah. Qualify for
Wait, you said
Champions League
okay. So
or
unless he
win the
qualifies
FA
for
Cup.
Champions
That's
League,
what will save his job.
okay. Otherwise, he's
It
gone.
doesn't have to be both. I
Right.
don't think it has to
What I
be
say
both.
to that,
Just either or.
it has to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. So he.
Both will be like he's unfireable at that point.
Okay.
But it's
Checks.
gonna take the type of form where he gets really close. I think he's gonna get really close in both. So depending on how it ends, he just has to get one of them, and I think that should be enough to keep his job.
I think he's gonna end up qualifying in fifth. Zach, what says you?
I still think they somehow just miss out and get sixth. They don't
And
finish seventh, but they don't finish fifth.
so Ten Hag is
They
gone.
don't win anything.
His job
And I
is gone.
don't think he's gone because
Oh, you think
they
he's
can't
staying?
really they can't do better than him. Who are they gonna hire?
That's what
Nah.
I'm
Well,
saying. Hansi Flick.
I think that they hire Southgate.
Man. But I think Nagelsmann
all
and
right.
Hansi Flick are more of the same type of coach, though.
Yeah, but
Well,
Hansi Flick has won way more than Nagelsmann. It's like it's like not even close when it comes to how much Hansi Flick has won.
well,
Really?
I guess I'm a hater because I think he's gone. Regardless, I think he's a dead man walking. There's nothing left for him. Nothing left for him. Nothing. There's no future. There's no
I
future.
think the odds of him going, I would still let him go, but like Zach said, you have to
It's
factor
tough,
in who
man.
his replacement is going to be. But
If it's not
the owner, as the
Hansi
new
Flick,
owner,
I mean, because
I
I
did
guess
not
you
hear.
still have the same players and everything.
Yeah,
You know,
I would just be putting my feelers out for who is available right now as a new minority owner in Man United. That's all. I I would definitely be putting my feelers out. But yeah.
Yo, could you just Could you repeat that? Because you kind of just went
Yeah, I
in and
think
out.
like cut out a little bit.
You cut out a little bit.
Oh, I
Zach.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
And I just like went along and just said what I thought
No,
responded to what I thought you said. So yeah, this
no,
might have
I
to
didn't really
be
say anything.
cut out at the
All
end.
right,
But
well,
yeah, I was just saying, as Man United, as a new minority owner in Man United, I would definitely be looking, at least putting my feelers out, seriously looking if there's an upgrade to be had, and if there is, I'm doing it regardless of what Ten Hag does this season.
Oh,
well,
regardless. Whoa,
Yeah.
regardless.
apparently the upgrade is Gareth Southgate, and that is where we're
Damn.
going with
Oh
that.
Wait. So
Yeah.
wait. So Seth, you said regardless of what he does. So if he makes top five and wins a cup, even if he does that, he's out.
Well, I
That's what
mean,
you're.
no.
Wow.
If there's a clear upgrade to what he ends the season with, he's still out. Yeah.
Wow.
I
Still.
mean,
Wow.
Hey
if
man,
Pep
he's a
wants
harsh
to
critic.
join, then if someone is
Man,
available that
shut up.
can do more,
Shut up.
I'm bringing
Hey,
them in
Shut
regardless.
up.
Regardless.
wait. So just one more question. Who would be an upgrade for you? Would it be Southgate?
If you let Marcus tell it, it's Pochettino, but Southgate is
Are you
not an
sick?
upgrade.
Are you sick? I already told you. Listen. I already told you I already told you the name of Pochettino's next club. One Brighton Hove Albion. I told you. That's Poch's next club. That's Poch's next club. He's
Coach
going
is
to
not
be
a better
Brighton's
coach
next
than
manager.
Deserby, so I don't know where you're going with
Well,
this.
they're losing. They're losing De Zerbi, so they got to get somebody. Poch is gonna have a nice home in Brighton. Don't worry.
Well, who is an upgrade? Not Southgate, not Poach. I don't know. I haven't.
Right.
Not more.
The only
No.
person that I can think of on the
Yeah.
market is Hansi Flick or Napoli's coach that they fired, Poli.
Yeah,
That's it.
Stefano Pioli. Nah,
And
man.
is it really an upgrade from ETH? I mean,
Nah,
Stefano Pioli did win his league.
The
he
only
did.
one out of everyone that's been mentioned is probably Hansi Flick. It's
Hansi
probably
Flick, that's like if Hansi Flick literally is knocking at my door, I'm like, sorry, ETH,
yeah.
you gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
But besides that, yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. Well, so we already discussed Man U Coventry, so there is another FA Cup semifinal, and there's really not much to say from one side of things. So we're really focused on the other side, and it's really just one question: is it gonna be quick or not? I mean, it's going to be quick for me because I know my answer, but the question to you guys, right? Do you have a chance? Is there a chance?
That Man City beat Chelsea.
No,
I
not
don't
you.
know.
That
I
Chelsea beats Man City.
I
We
don't
know,
know how.
we know that's gonna happen.
I mean, I don't know how good. I mean, based on how Man City have played against Chelsea this season, Chelsea should have
Hmm.
beaten them both times.
Hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
So in the knockout round where there's extra time, I don't
Hmm.
know. I think it's a 50-50 but for both teams realistically.
Okay.
Chelsea
Okay.
definitely need the win way more than Man City do. Pochettino, this is another chance for him to prove himself. You already know how I feel about him, but the players want to win. I like the players. I think we've been playing pretty well.
Okay.
I think I saw a stat where we've only lost once at home in a couple months. That was a very surprising stat. I'll have to find it. I think I dropped it in the group chat at some point. But yeah, I think Chelsea would definitely be the underdogs, but I think the smart money would be, just put some lunch money on Chelsea because Man City might not be ready for this.
Okay.
I think Man City should focus more on the Champions League and the Premier League, but Hey, I think if Man City think if
Red's
Man
begging
City
for a
think they can
trophy.
just stroll up to Wembley and just beat Chelsea, because they're Man City, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I hope they
Wait,
have over
semifinal, and
things.
final is in Wembley.
It's in Wembley, yeah,
Wembley, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. All right. I think there is a slight chance as well. Very slight though. But because I think we're definitely hitting that zone that we hit around this time of year. But hey, time will tell. Time will tell. Moving on. We had some exciting news in the Champions League. We referenced it earlier, and I think that's where we're gonna start. But just to tell you the rest of the quarterfinal draw. We started it off earlier again as we referenced Arsenal Bayern, but the rest of the draw is as follows: Real Madrid Man City rematch from semifinals last year, PSG Barcelona, Atletico Madrid Dortmund, um, and that is it. So basically, the way that turns out is the winner of Real Madrid Man City will play the winner of Arsenal Bayern in the semifinals, and then the winner of PSG Barca will play the winner of Atletico Madrid and Dortmund in the semis. And of course, the winners from there move on, and there's your finals this year on June 1st. So, first question I have for you guys is this, right? What is the tie that you are most excited for?
Oh, Arsenal Bayern. So we can
Really?
finally stop all the chatter from the Arsenal fans. Yeah, I just want to
Interesting.
get. I just want
Hater.
that to get over with, particularly. Yeah, but the tie that I'm most excited to watch is Man City Real Madrid. Oof, that's gonna be oof, 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 oof.
Bro, I've been watching fan reactions to the draw. Um, let me just say, we put the fear of God in the Real Madrid fans. Yo, some of the reactions I've seen have me rolling.
What,
Really?
Bro, go,
girl?
go Google it. Go Google some of the Real Madrid fan
Yes,
reactions. People,
I don't get.
people were throwing themselves. Bro, because we
They're just looking at
emasculated them
all the
last season.
names. They're just looking at all the names of Man City.
Nah, bro,
Scaredy
just
cats,
think back to
man.
last year's. Just think back to last
Real
year's
Madrid
performance. We
fans are
destroyed them.
also Arsenal fans. Like we know this, so
Yes, very
they're
true.
wishy washy. When their Arsenal team is
That's
trash, they
crazy.
run to Real Madrid, but they also have the trauma of being stepped on by Man City. So when it's
Hmm.
Man City, Real Madrid, they're wishy washy. Like no, those fans should not be taken seriously at all. If you're Real Madrid,
Which is
you
why
have
I
nothing.
really, I really,
Play your ball.
we really that
Just play
Bayern
your.
matchup to just happen like today, just so they
Mm.
can get the spanking out of the way, so they
I
can
think it's
keep quiet.
really funny. I think that Bayern matchup is really funny because last three of Arsenal's knockout rounds was 5-1 on aggregate, 5-1 on aggregate, 5-1 on
Hmm.
aggregate. Then these men
Hmm.
took a 10, 7, 8 year hiatus from the Champions League just to meet Bayern again. And predictions, actually, I need to put lunch money on it, but I think the aggregate will also be 5-1 again.
we'll get we'll get to predictions. We'll get to predictions. We'll get to predictions. But before that, you haven't told me. We heard Zach's. You haven't told me
Oh,
what
the
tie you're
tie
most
I'm most
excited for.
excited about. Okay,
Yes, yes.
I really want to watch PSG and Barcelona play. Um, I
Okay.
think it'll
Yes,
be
you got
very
that
easy for me.
easy. You don't need to watch that
Yeah,
side.
no,
Pele
but
Junior.
I really want to watch it because I know so many Barcelona fans. I think Barcelona
Oh,
might, put up a fight. They have Lamine Yamal. They're gonna start a 17-year-old to save them. They're gonna
he'll
drag
try
in
some.
geometry class to save them on the biggest
He's
stage, but
actually 16.
he's
He's a
still
sophomore.
16.
He's a sophomore in high school.
I hope he
Crazy.
So
misses
I
the bus
agree.
that day.
Evil, evil,
I hope
evil,
he
evil.
misses the bus, bro.
I don't even know if he's kissed a girl
Y'all are different, bro. Y'all are different.
yet.
Oh
All right.
Lord.
Me personally. I'm gonna have to agree with Shegs. I think the tie I'm most excited for is definitely PSG Barcelona
Oh,
because yeah, bro. Yo, honestly, honestly, Barcelona has started ever since Xavi said I'm out at the end of the season,
They've been
it's been a
moving
complete
crazy.
flip.
here we
It's a
go.
complete flip.
Here we
Bro, listen, all I can speak on is the stats and what my eyes see on the pitch. And
beating
what
up.
my eyes what my
Have you
eyes
heard
see
of
what my eye hold on. What my eyes see on the pitch is that they've been playing very well. And what my eyes see on the stats is that they've been playing very well.
Deportivo Alves.
Lewandowski is actually scoring goals.
Look, we've all heard of new
Oh,
manager bounce. We've heard of the honeymoon phase, new manager bounce. But this season,
so
we're seeing two instances of manager leaving bounce. Actually, three instances. We're seeing it with Liverpool, we're seeing it with Barcelona, and we're seeing it with Bayern,
Are
where
we
yeah,
seeing a bounce with
playing
Liverpool though?
better after they announced they were leaving. Hey,
Are we
Liverpool.
seeing a bounce with Liverpool though?
Yes, we are. Liverpool are on track to win a treble. So why not?
they're
Wait, it's
Okay, fair enough,
quadruple?
fair enough, fair enough.
It's a quadruple.
actually
Nah,
they're
they got
wait.
they got knocked out of the FA Cup, so it's not a
In the FA
quadruple.
Cup, so
Oh,
just
oh no, yeah, yeah, it's a treble. It's a treble, treble, treble.
just the treble, just the treble.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Barcelona, I
Well,
think they'll play their game of their lives there. I still think they're gonna
And
lose,
yeah,
but it'll be a very fun game to watch. Apart from
yeah, it's
that,
gonna be a
for
fun
me,
game.
this is gonna be
uh,
more fun than Vinicius, Bellingham, De Bruyne, Haaland, phony Phil Foden
Okay,
I
see,
mean,
disappearing
you
again
can't keep calling that man phony. Stop it.
I
Stop it.
think that game
You
is
can't keep
gonna
calling that man phony.
all
I
the
think that
time.
game is gonna
Oh,
disappoint. I also think Marcus needs
I
to
think
say it
so
with
too.
his chest.
I
So
think
why?
so
Wait,
too.
why do you think it's gonna be
I
disappointing?
don't
So
know.
what?
Because
They're
I
gonna
think no. Why I say before Shegs goes, why I think is going to disappoint is I think it's not going to meet expectations. Because we think it's going to be high flying, we think it's going to be all this, and I think that is going to be kind of more akin to what we saw Man City versus Liverpool, except I don't think Real Madrid has a defensive quality to keep up what Liverpool was able to keep up in the second half of that game.
Hmm.
So that's why I think is going to be a bit disappointing because I do think we're going to take the advantage early and we're going to be happy to go home with 2-0 and just be done with it. And that
Uh,
2 and that
I,
2 might come early.
I
That
think
2
you
might
have
come
that
early.
backward. I think you have that backwards because if anything, they won't be able to keep it up at the later stage of the game. But your defense also will not be able to keep up with their attack.
Well, that's what
So
I'm saying. That's why it's gonna be 2. We're gonna score early. That 2 is gonna be early, and then even if they score 1 as we're going, the game is about to be finished. We're still taking 2-1 to the second leg, and the second leg because we won last year. The second leg in both the quarterfinals and the semis is back at the Etihad. So
oh, you think history is going to repeat itself again?
listen, there's a reason why it's shaped up the way it's shaped up. Last season, we played Bayern in the quarterfinal. We saw Real Madrid in the semis. This season, it's just reverse. We see Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, and we'll see Bayern in the semis.
Okay. Well, we shall see because both teams are not what they were last year. But we'll see.
I
We'll
mean, you're
see.
right,
Also,
but we're still better than Madrid. I'll tell you that.
yeah, I think Madrid will have lessons to learn from it last year, and I don't think it's as easy as you think it's gonna be. Just like the Chelsea game, I
I'm
don't
not
think it's
thinking it's
gonna
gonna.
be as
I'm
easy
not
as it's
thinking it's
gonna
easy.
be. You playing
I'm not
Arsenal in the
thinking it's
league. I
easy.
don't think it's gonna be as easy as you think it's gonna be. You think, oh, treble like that, it's gonna happen. I don't think
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
not
whoa!
gonna.
I didn't say anything about trouble.
I
Didn't say
didn't say
anything about trouble, and I don't think it's
you
gonna be easy.
you
I don't think it's gonna be easy.
you've
I
been
think it's gonna be a
hinting
battle, but I
and
think we'll come out on
circling
top.
the treble bush, but we all know what you really want, what your
That's crazy.
deepest darkest desire, and it's a treble. And
It's
I
back-to-back
don't think
Champions
you're gonna
League.
get it this year.
you're
It's
not
Back-to-back
not
gonna get.
Champions League is what I want.
trebles.
Back-to-back
Has
Champions League is what I
anybody
want.
won a
So
treble back to back? Has any
I don't think
team?
so.
no,
I don't think so.
Okay. Make history. Ooh, make history.
Actually, listen,
Back to
it's
back
just all it takes is
Champions
a quick.
League trebles. Champions
If they
League
win,
treble.
I don't know about Champions League trebles, but like domestic treble.
Actually, it might be Real Madrid.
No, Real Madrid.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's who you're up
Yeah,
against. The only team
I
who's
think it
done
was
it is Real Madrid.
it was definitely
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Typically.
Yeah.
Anyways, that Madrid one is gonna be fun. It's gonna be is gonna be. I think is gonna be a lot more open than the other ones because by sure Madrid is going to force Man City to play their style of play. You know, Man City isn't just gonna be able to, you know, just coast. It's like
Well,
any
time will
other
tell.
game.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Can
So
anybody
I guess
steer
that brings us
steer
to
a route
prediction time.
for Atletico and Dortmund? They're still here. Anybody excited for
You
that
know,
match? Not me.
bro,
Oh,
that's gonna be. See, the reason that match is going to be two toddlers fighting over the swing set at the park. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Be-
what is that
Because
guy? What is that guy that he's old but he looks like a toddler, and then he got into a boxing match with the other dude that's also
um
old but he looks like a toddler.
Hub Hubsula,
Hezbollah,
Hubsula,
Hezbollah versus
something like that, something like
that's
that.
Atletico and Dortmund.
Bro, listen. Kudos to Atletico. They've actually been very very tough this season. So, but and they've played how you'd expect Atletico to play. At times, buckling down defensively, but Antoine Griezmann, he's the injection of offense
I
in
don't
that
think
in that
Atletico
side.
go through though because Dortmund still starts
Yeah, I
Sancho.
agree. Well, Sancho, since Sancho has gone back, he's been phenomenal.
I don't know if
He's been
Really
phenomenal.
though?
I saw
Really?
He
how
has. He
I
has.
saw
He's
how
been phenomenal.
they were against Barcelona. The Barcelona just put four past them, and they did not. They three. But I think it was three. Actually, they did not like letting
It
how
was
Felix
3-0.
work. Like, come on, they did
Letting who score?
how Felix. Yeah,
Don't do that. Did you see the goal?
it was
Don't.
all Lewandowski. He did nothing.
That
He's
that was a beautiful team goal. Don't do that. What do you mean he did nothing? You have to be in position to score now. That's a skill.
Lewandowski did everything.
It don't matter.
It does. If
Listen, Lewandowski can do. Listen, Lewandowski could have done all that, and then when he lay off that final ball, there could not
somebody
be.
else would have
There could
tackled.
not be. Well, there could not be a Barcelona shirt in sight. We've seen that
You
happen before with
you
other
could have been
clubs.
standing there and scored it, but you couldn't have done what Lewandowski did. That's my point.
That's fine.
Okay, so
You
if
can give.
Lewandowski didn't do that, that goal doesn't even happen. Doesn't even
Hey,
exist.
hey, listen. Somebody has to be there to finish, and João Felix was there to finish.
Yeah,
That's all I
if
have
it
to say.
wasn't him, somebody else would have been there because
I
that's
don't
how
believe it.
Barcelona play. It would have been the 16-year-old who probably can't even brush his teeth yet. I say he's not a talent.
Yo, it's so
I don't know why
rude.
I said that. But what I'm saying is,
No, but since
it
we're
could have
talking about
been Ferran Torres, whom you don't like. He could have scored that goal.
all
Who
right, but
else?
since we're on the topic of Barcelona, I think that takes us to predictions.
I said it.
Let's get it. We'll start off with the most childish side, I guess. Tie rather. Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. I heard from the peanut gallery that is Shegs. He said he believes Atletico is moving through. What is the
Oh,
aggregate
no,
score?
no way. I let it go. It's over here, fam. Like I saw how y'all played against Barcelona. Mm-mm.
Okay, hold on. Your turn is coming.
Okay.
Shegs, what is the aggregate score?
I would say 1-0 Atletico Madrid.
Wait, so you think one side of one leg is gonna go 0-0?
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
That's insane.
yeah.
Zach, go ahead.
Classic Atletico scoreline. Like they're just gonna do what they do. Like low scoring tie,
That's
and they go
insane.
through.
That's insane. Zach, what you got?
2-1 Dortmund.
Okay. I think I also think Dortmund's going to go through, but I think Jadon Sancho and Marco Reus is going to go off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
5-2 on aggregate.
Damn. Whoa.
5-2 on aggregate.
How good is Dortmund? Damn. I didn't know
Hey,
that.
hey,
Five
hey, wake up.
goals.
They wake up.
Okay.
They wake up. They're trying to make their
Okay.
first Champions
Jesus
League.
Christ.
Actually, have they made a Champions League final before? Let me not talk nonsense.
They have
Yeah, I think they lost against.
party, which he lost.
Yeah,
Never
yeah, they
looked like they
lost.
were going to win that.
Is it Bayern they lost against? I think.
It was Bayern. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They have been to. All right, it doesn't say, and I'm not gonna keep looking for it. Moving on. PSG Barcelona. All right, give it to me, guys. Shags. Pause, by the way.
PSG 4, Barcelona 1.
PSG 4-1.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Over aggregate. Yep.
So one of the legs for you is a draw. It has to be.
No, one of them could be 2-1 and the other could be 2-0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Or it could be 1-0 and then they win 4-0 at home. Either
That's
way,
insane.
they're going through.
Zach.
4-2. I'll give a little more respect to Lewandowski than Shags. But yeah, 4-2. I can see.
PSG?
Yeah, of course. I can see it going. I can even see Barcelona winning the first leg 2-1. And then PSG comes back and destroys them.
And what was your aggregate score again? You said 4-2?
4-2.
4-2. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I'm going to be different. I'm going to choose Barcelona.
Of course you are, because you like Xavi. We know.
Listen, bro.
You
bro.
can't even hide it.
Xavi, listen, I know
bias.
you're leaving Barcelona. If you want to take a year off,
Exactly.
and when Pep says he's done, just
Mhm.
come. Just come. You don't even have to buy a car. We'll buy a car for you. We'll have everything you need.
You know what?
But yeah, that's besides
You know what,
that's
Marcus?
besides that. But no, what's up?
Go ahead with your prediction.
What's up?
Go ahead. I want to hear the argument.
Oh,
No,
okay.
please, go ahead.
Okay. No, okay. Thank you. All right, so aggregate score is a very tight affair, very, very tight affair. The second leg is what makes it so tight. But it's gonna go 5-4 Barcelona. They edge through. Yeah, they edge through.
Ooh, that's a battle. I just like to ask, what exactly do you think Xavi is gonna achieve this end of this run in on this Barcelona career? What do you think he's gonna do? That
to be honest, on the other half, if you ask me who I'm probably gonna see in the final, if Man City does what I think they're gonna do and goes to the final, I think it might be Barcelona. I think that is who I think has the most opportunity on the other half of the bracket to make it.
Okay.
So I think in his I don't think he's gonna win the final now, but I think that's he reaches a UCL final. Right now they've worked their way up to second in La Liga, so they qualify for Champions League. So I think a UCL final qualifying for next year's Champions League, he leaves the house in good shape for the next Renty.
Nice. Okay. All right. Cool.
Do you think?
Because I honestly hope he is coaching Man City in 2 years. I'm right there with you, Marcus. I'm right there with
you. Do you think Pochettino has a chance at the job next year?
For who? Barcelona?
Yeah.
Man, shut up. I told you where Poch is going. You see, you need to show more respect to Brighton. You can't be shoving around Brighton's future manager like that.
Question,
You can't be shoving around Brighton's future manager like that. All right, next time matchup.
It's crazy. So
that is crazy. Real Madrid, Manchester City. I'm gonna go first since these are my guys. Obviously, we are going to take it, but I'm going to have some respect for for Real Madrid. So, Man City is going to take it through. The aggregate score will be a nice, humble 5-3.
This guy, you are so unbelievable.
What do you mean? That's humble. That's nice and humble.
Wait, after you just went through your soliloquy like 10, 15 minutes ago, oh,
Yes,
it's gonna
yes,
be tough. They're gonna
yes,
give us a
You
tough
against
time.
each
yes.
We're
other.
It's
gonna
a tough time.
You're gonna win
Yes,
2-1.
and then
yes, yes, yes.
you were giving us 1-0 vibes. Now you're
Yeah,
it's 5.
yes. 1-0 in the first leg, and then back home we blow it up.
Okay.
Ah, you know.
Um,
All right, all right, All right. So you're doing all this talk. What's your prediction now?
oh, 3-1.
3-1
Yeah,
who?
Madrid.
Ah, you're sick.
What?
Checks. Do you have
I would
sense?
say aggregate ends in 3-3, and
Okay. So
Real
penalties.
Madrid go through on penalties.
Jesus is Lord. None of you have sense. All right. Moving on
None
to the
of us
last
is a
one.
Man City
Arsenal.
fan and has the obvious bias of picking five goals
5-3.
Hey, this was very
Madrid.
objective. Very objective.
He's gonna score 5 goals
Very objective.
on Madrid.
Do you remember the aggregate score from last year?
Yeah, but that was
Okay then.
Nobody
that
remembers.
was
If you're not a Man City fan, you don't remember.
Uh,
Sorry.
oh my gosh.
that was
Oh
when
my
Kevin De Bruyne was
gosh.
giving 7 assists in one match.
Okay, so he gave 4 in one match. So what's up?
He gave 4 in one match against Luton Town.
It doesn't matter. You could
It
only play who's in front of you.
No, yeah, against Luton Town. So that matters.
Hey. See. But when Jackson scores a hat trick against 9 men Spurs, it's something to scream about.
Because it's Spurs, it's not Luton Town.
That's ridiculous. 9 men Spurs.
Is Spurs in top 4 or not?
9-man
Oh my
Spurs
gosh.
beat 11-men Luton Town 10 times out of 10. So let's
I would
stop.
love to see that.
Didn't Spurs just
I would.
beat Luton Town?
Luton Town is a Premier League team. Y'all need to have some respect.
Didn't
Spurs-
9-man Spurs beat 11-men Liverpool like the week before or after that? Do we need to go back to that?
Yeah,
The Son
exactly.
goal? Do we need to go back to that?
Liverpool.
Or did they draw?
Not just-
Was it a draw? Yeah.
Darwin-
Liverpool, come on.
Darwin scored 2 goals
I plead the fifth.
in 2 minutes against Newcastle when they were a man down, and they beat Newcastle. So
That's crazy.
it doesn't matter, man. This is
Teams
like
get
you
more
said.
dangerous when they go a man down. Like don't get it twisted.
But what happened to Tottenham? They reeled. They relapsed. They
All right.
folded.
They collapse.
That's-
Y'all got that.
Not on us.
Yeah, you
And
got that.
you keep
You
bringing
got
it
that.
up. You keep bringing it up. Like y'all keep,
All right,
keep
all
bringing
right.
it up.
All right.
About it more than
Last
this-
one.
this point.
Arsenal, Bayern. Give me your
Oh.
predictions. Sheesh.
We know what it's going to be. We don't have to predict it. Yeah,
5-1
exactly.
Bayern.
It's already been done before. It's
You
not really.
heard it here first. Aggregate
History
5-1
repeats itself.
to Bayern.
That's crazy.
Yes.
History
crazy.
will repeat
So you-
itself for the fourth
So
time.
you agree? So Zach, you
Oh,
agree with
third
the
time.
aggregate score?
Is Thomas Tuchel a better coach than Arteta?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think so. I mean, if you look at awards and whatnot,
Isn't
yeah,
this
that'll tell you yes
Arteta's
because he has a
first
Champions
season in
League.
the
But
Champions League?
Yeah,
Ever?
conversation. I don't even know why I'm even.
Yeah, like why do you
Wait, hold on.
He's always gonna go
Wait,
the
hold on.
opposite
Wait, hold on.
way of
Wait, hold
common
on.
sense.
Wait.
Arteta's
Wait, hold
first
on.
season coaching in the
Wait.
Champions League.
Hold on. Wait. You can't put out a statement that I go against common sense without looking at the facts. And this is the wait. This is the facts. This is the facts. Thomas Tuchel. Hold on. Wait. Hold on now. Thomas Tuchel has never coached a team as bad as that Arsenal squad that Arteta inherited.
Yes, he has.
Do you know how much
Chelsea?
Oh my
few years
days.
You were probably worst.
From what I heard from you guys, it was his
Oh,
fault. It was his fault. That's why he got sacked.
hmm?
From what I heard from you guys, it was his fault. The team was bad. That's why he got
Well,
sacked.
Thomas Tuchel
Yeah,
has never
no.
gotten 5 years to coach a team, so it's like, who is the better coach?
One thing.
Who has reached the Champions League final in back-to-back seasons? Back to back.
I don't know why we're entertaining this.
All right. You're right. Let's bring it back. What was your aggregate score, Zach? What was your aggregate score?
5-1. We've seen this.
5-1. Jesus.
My point
I'm not gonna lie.
is Thomas Tuchel is clearly a better coach than Arteta.
You know what?
There's
You know what?
no way.
I was
Wait,
I was going
Zach.
to say
Zach,
No
we can
chance.
justify it. We can justify it with Tuchel being a better coach than Arteta. But at the end of the day, that 5-1 aggregate, we're being haters. Let's just put it out there.
No. No,
I think it's going to be
because
5-1. But the fact that you also think it's 5-1.
Bayern's last game they won 5-2. The game before that, I think it was 6-2. The game before that was like 7-1. They've been winning
relax.
games like that all year.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
5-1.
I also think Bayern is gonna win, but I think Arsenal is gonna have a much
They're going to
tough put up a fight actually. So it's gonna be 4-3.
and lose.
It's gonna be 4-3. It's gonna be 4-3. All right, see y'all different. And with that, brings us to
Arsenal,
wait for what?
Why are you
What do you mean? What do you mean? The time has come. The time has come.
Bro,
Say your last point.
Let me get
Say
this
your last
straight.
point.
So
All right, say your
Bayern
last
are
point.
going to score less goals on Arsenal
Yes.
than
Yes.
Real Madrid are
Yes.
going to score on Man City.
Yes. Yes.
Or-
Yes.
That's all I wanted.
Yes.
That's all I wanted.
Yes. Is there any more clarifications? Do you need a diagram?
Actually, if you go by statistics, which I assume that's what Marcus is going by, Arsenal does have statistically a slightly better defense than Man City this season.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
Sure, I guess. But, I mean, history repeats itself.
We shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see. And okay, so I can do my closeout now.
Go ahead.
Okay, and with that, that brings us to the end of yet another episode. If you've been rocking with us for this long, as always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, give us a rating, share it with your friends, your family, all that good stuff. And as I mentioned in the beginning, there will be an international break next week. And as always, when they on break, we on break. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.